And now, we are going to welcome a few of our student athletes to hear exactly how their experience is, just to learn a little bit about their life, what they do, and some of the impact they receive from these athletic endowed scholarships. So first, I'm going to welcome to the stage Kayla Blackshear, senior on our women's basketball team. Yeah. Kayla is a business administration major, most commonly known as KB. That's how we're referred to tonight. Kayla hails from Orlando, Florida, and has donned the white and gold for 3 seasons. She's been paramount to this season's success. 15-0 start, the best start for our women's basketball in program history. Last year, KB was 3rd on the team in scoring and led the Jackets in rebounding. Kayla Blackshear. Next, we have Drew Burress. Drew's a sophomore outfielder on the baseball team, originally from Warner Robins, majoring in business administration. Last year, Drew had a freshman standout season with 25 home runs. 25, double digits, that's a lot there. Drew was voted ACC Freshman of the Year, being named the first team All-ACC, and was voted consensus first team All-American at the end of the season. Drew Burress. Next, we have Kate Jortberg, 5th-year senior on our women's cross-country team, majoring in industrial engineering. Kate hails from Glenview, Illinois, and has been a Jacket since 2022. This fall, Kate opened the season with a podium finish at the Kennesaw State Stan Sims cross-country opener, finishing 3rd after earning all-region honors. The lone Jacket represented at NCAA cross-countries, running the women's 6K. Kate transferred to Georgia Tech because of the genuine supportive team and what Georgia Tech means. Kate Jortberg. And last, and certainly not least, Hiroshi Tai. Hiroshi is a junior on our golf team, originally from Singapore, studying business administration. Hiroshi is the reigning NCAA individual champion. Hiroshi is the 4th all-time individual national collegiate golf champion for Georgia Tech. His victory last year earned him an exemption in the 2024 U.S. Open at Pinehurst and an invitation to the 2025 Masters. Yeah, ooh, yeah, amazing. When Hiroshi competes this year, he will be the first native of Singapore to compete. He was recently named Male Golfer of the Year by the Singapore Golf Association for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, our incredible panelists. So we're going to start off just with a question from everyone. We'll start with KB. Tell us a little bit more about your journey to Georgia Tech and how your experience as a student athlete has kind of shaped you on and off the court.
My journey was a little different. I unfortunately made a little pit stop in Alabama at the University of Alabama. And fortunately, Coach Nell, she was able to get me here, and I ended up making some really good bonds with my teammates and just building up, because this year is really good, but we've had some tough years in the past, and so it was just nice to finally come full circle and have a good season.
Thank you, KB. Drew.
Hello.
Mic check.
It works. All right. So yeah, I mean, I started off. I've been playing baseball for a long time, and I didn't really know where I wanted to go to school originally, and I kind of I made myself a spreadsheet like a true Georgia Tech person, and kind of just listed out what's important to me and what I mean, obviously degree, coaches, the city, close to home. It's kind of a thing that it was all it worked together to help me end up here at Georgia Tech, and I mean, obviously I've loved it since I've been here.
Amazing. We'll share that Excel with recruits coming in. That way they can see the real champion. Appreciate you, Drew. Kate.
Yeah, Kevin, like you said, I came in as a transfer student. During my sophomore year of college, I entered the transfer portal, and I knew I wanted to either quit running or move to Georgia, go to Georgia Tech and study industrial engineering. So I emailed my coaches. A week later, I was here. I met my current teammates, and I just rediscovered my love for running. I committed about a month later, and I am so happy that I did not quit running because I have found so much success since then, rediscovered my love for running, and met my best friends, amazing teammates and coaches, and found amazing career opportunities and schoolwork here.
Amazing. Thank you, Kate. Hiroshi.
For me, I kind of did a similar thing to Drew. I had a list of pros and cons for like the top 3 or 4 schools out of high school. And then I think for me, the academics here is obviously special, but Coach Hepler, he has won a lot, and I didn't want to go somewhere and suck for 4 years. So that's probably what really made me choose Georgia Tech, is the fact that Coach has won a lot here and had a big tradition and history of just being a good golf program at a good academic school.
Come here, you won't suck. Incredible. Incredible. Well, I appreciate all of you sharing, and I think I speak for everyone. We couldn't be more proud to have y'all as a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. So thank you so much. We're going to start with some individual questions. KB, we'll start with you. 15-0. This is our 50th anniversary of our women's basketball program. The best start in program history. Team is facing a little bit of adversity. How are you motivating our young players, one, to stay grounded, but then to keep pushing on and off the court?
As I mentioned, before this 15-0 start, we had some rough years, so I have a lot of experience in this realm of adversity with our team. So just being able to tell our younger players, like, one game isn't going to make or break our season. 2 losses, it's not going to, like, kill our chance of, like, NCAA and beyond. It's just really going back to drawing board and getting back to having fun and making sure that we're all on the same page as a team going forward.
Incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. Drew, this question's for you. You had arguably one of the top seasons of a freshman jacket baseball player in program history. Records galore. Walk us through that freshman season and then share a little bit how you were able to balance the academic and athletic rigors throughout the season. I know you have your spreadsheets, but elaborate a little more.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, with the whole balancing aspect of things, it's really not that hard. And I say that because we have a great support staff around us, our coaches, our teammates, our academic advisors, and our professors even are really flexible, helping us be able to, whether it's move around assignment dates, or they do a great job helping us being able to get through our sports seasons. And obviously, I had a great year last year on the baseball field. That's what I do. I'm used to doing that. And just one thing that really helps me is I like to get in the office at the beginning of the year and get my schedule wrote out and know when my due dates are for my classes and just kind of try to stay on top of stuff. And obviously our academic advisors and coaches help with that, and that's really been helpful for me.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's a testament to Georgia Tech staff, the support, the care that we have for our student athletes. It's second to none. Thank you, Drew. Kate, when you're out there running long distances, long hours, minutes, I'm not sure, it takes a certain mental toughness to get over these obstacles. Can you share a particular time on the course where you had to overcome a challenge, and then maybe how that applied just in life?
Yeah, so I would go back to this past November. I was racing regionals for cross country. We run the 6K, so it's a little bit less than 4 miles. Takes around 20 or so minutes. And if I had run well at this meet, then I would qualify to nationals. So we were about halfway. I really started to feel the pain in my legs, wanting to give up, wanting to slow down. In that moment, I told myself that this is either my last race of my college career in cross country. I still have tracks this season, or I'm going to go on to nationals and accomplish a goal that I've had since I was 12 years old. So it was telling myself that during the race, realizing that I came to Georgia Tech for a reason, like I had talked about earlier. I was going to quit running, and I came and I found this amazing team, and I'm running for more than just myself and the individual goals that I have for my teammates and my coaches. So just kind of flipping that switch in my brain and realizing that I need to seize the opportunity instead of just giving up when it's easy. And outside of running, I would say it's kind of the same thing, seizing every opportunity, and knowing that I have this amazing potential because I go to Georgia Tech. There are so many opportunities here and taking advantage of every single one.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Hiroshi, can you walk us through your historic win at the NCAA championship and how you were able to handle that pressure playing at the highest level?
Yeah, so I didn't realize I was leading up until like the 17th hole, and our assistant coach at the time told me like you could go bogey and you'd probably still win, and our team would make match play and have a chance to win a national championship. But I did not go bogey. I tripled the 17th hole, so I made a 6 on a par 3, which is for non-golfers a lot of swings at a golf ball. I asked, and Coach Hepler was right there on the next hole, so I kind of freaked out. I didn't really know what I was doing. I asked him what I was supposed to do, and he said, just hit the next tee shot, I guess. And I hit it, and I almost messed it up again. I had to like get up and down from 50 yards to save par. So I ended up winning by 1 shot, and our team made it in match play by 1 shot as well. So we had a chance to play for the national championship in the match play portion of the tournament. And dealing with pressure in situations like that, I think it's something Coach talks about all the time. He talked about this afternoon and said, like, if you don't want to have any pressure, you can just suck and just be irrelevant. So I think it's something that he talks about, and I think, I guess playing golf, I do enjoy being under pressure, and I have a lot of really good teammates that I know are feeling the same as me, so you don't really feel alone out there, and I just try to take deep breaths and do my best as I can because I know my teammates are doing the same.
Wow, I got a lot from that, right? Ignorance is bliss. You didn't even know, right? Coach Hepler, please come coach me up. Tell me that I don't want to suck, right? When I golf, I play bowling rules, so high score wins. But great job. So another round of applause for our panelists. So we'll do a final wrap-up question for all of our panelists. How has being on scholarship been for you, and how has that impacted you on and off the court, field, pool, track? And then what would you say to our donors for opportunities for future student athletes and how this has impacted you?
I would say being on scholarship, it has afforded me the opportunities to travel out of the country, make relationships outside of the classroom, on and off the court. It's just allowed me to like bridge the gap between what I want to do after the ball stops bouncing. And if I could say something to donors, I would say continue giving because it is very impactful, especially on like athletes, because it is a lot that goes on and allows us to perform and not having to worry about books or anything of that nature. That is something that helps us keep going.
Thank you. Drew?
Oops. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it goes without saying that being able to, I mean, we're professional athletes who don't get paid until real recently, and I mean, we do a lot. I mean, we're lifting early mornings, long days at school, practicing till 5 o'clock. I mean, I'd say we work a 9 to 5, but I mean, a lot of time for us, it's a 6 to 5 or 6 to 8. And I mean, it's long days, and just being able to take that one aspect off of us is so huge. I mean, obviously, it's tough, and not a lot of people are as fortunate as us to be able to not have to worry about that aspect of things, about the money side of things. And I just can't say enough how much it helps what each and one of you guys do for us. Just being able to lighten our load just a little bit and go out there and win Georgia Tech baseball games, golf matches, basketball games, I mean, whatever that may be.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Kate?
So I'm a fifth year. If it were not for scholarships, then I would have had to speed up my graduation and graduate last year. But luckily, I have this last semester where I can use my final seasons of eligibility. I'll just be a junior in indoor and outdoor track, so I really haven't run that much or that many seasons in the beginning of my college career like I had spoken about. But because of the donors, I will be able to use up as much eligibility as I can, and I hope to give back one day and make that same impact because we are all so grateful.
Thank you, Kate. Hiroshi?
I think we're all really grateful for all of your support. It truly makes a difference in each of our lives. And I think especially with NIL now, money does play a factor in a lot of people's decisions. And I think being able to meet all of you at events like this, or we have like a fundraising golf tournament, I think being able to meet people that are investing in us and kind of get to know them and realize how great and how lucky we are to be surrounded by such amazing people has really helped my experience here at Georgia Tech, and I think it helps all of us after graduation as well.
Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause for our panelists. I think they say it the best, better than any staff member, any administrator. Hearing their experiences is truly inspiring. And we could have brought up any student athlete in here and we'll get a similar experience. Their own unique journey to Georgia Tech, how they're maximizing this experience, and then the appreciation for everything that you do. And to be in this environment, to work with our student athletes is incredible. So let's give another round of applause for our incredible student athletes.